The Dex Legacy is intended for a mature adult audience and contains content that some listeners may find upsetting. Please check our show notes for trigger warnings and further details.
Previously on the Dex Legacy, we tried to escape. Ren came up with this crazy plan, and for a while, I thought it might work. I really did. And I think Isra did too. But then the agents caught up with us and we fought hard. But they hit us with tranquilizers and we came to on our way back to Dex Island. I don't think we'll get another chance. And even if we did, we left Ash, Faris, Haindos and Shiv on the Blood Road fighting Eterran nationalists for the North Jakrans. They were split up and put under North Jakran command. Ash died. Shiv's lab fodder. And it's our fault. We have to carry that. After our punishment, Isra made a good point. If we did escape, it wouldn't ruin their plans. Nathaniel and Devek would choose others and we'd be leaving them to our hell. No. From now on, we take everything they throw at us. It's what we were built for. The problem is, we might have stopped running, but others haven't stopped trying to take us.
Mission control. Dex transport is down. I repeat, transport is down.
Affirmative, Skill 1. Can you confirm their position relative to the border?
Mission. They dodged into our airspace while attempting to evade, and fell on our side of the border.
That's great news for us. Sending in recovery team now.
You're listening to the Dex Legacy Season 3, Episode 1, Silo. Starring Kam Elliott, Kelsey Griffin, Charlie Richards, Chris Gregory, David S. Deer, Eleni Aristeidou, Louis Watson, Warren Graham, Nicholas Briggs, Kathryn Georgiou, Stevie Skinner, Emily Inkpen, John Baverton, and George Stagman, with music by Dr. Alan Stroud.
It's locked on. Idris, an unidentified vessel has locked onto us. Please send help.
Wait, are we going
Stop
down?
playback.
I can help it.
Idris, what have you got?
Well, the transport's front compartment is whole. It appears undamaged. But the door was forced open from the outside, and
And what, Idris?
there's blood in here, Nathaniel. There were some injuries, that's for sure. Placement suggests head wounds, on the pilot's side especially. Rhaya would bleed more than Varian, Isra, and Ren. Her clotting cascades haven't been messed with like theirs have. It's hard to tell. I need a full investigative team on this.
You'll get it. How likely is it they survived?
Blood doesn't tell us much where Varian, Isra, and Ren are concerned. But head traumas would take them out same as anyone, and Rhaya, she's not as physically strong.
So, you don't know?
How could I, Nathaniel? I'm an engineer, not a forensics expert.
Fine. Where was the transport hit?
Rear compartment.
If they wanted to steal weapons, they would target the pilot at the front and leave the cargo hold intact. They targeted the back because they wanted those in the cockpit.
We can assume so. Nothing else was taken.
Who would dare to do this? Who's that stupid?
You know that better than me.
The question is, who would stand to gain the most from kidnapping Varian, Isra, and Ren?
And Rhaya.
If they're after intelligence, well, we tortured them ourselves. We know they can hold out in an interrogation.
You didn't torture Rhaya.
Your pilot is not a priority. She doesn't know enough about the inner workings of Dex Industries to be a danger to the state. And her enhancements are of no great interest.
She's our primary pilot prototype, just like Varian, Isra, and Ren are the primary soldier prototypes. Her enhancements allow her to fly like no other human can.
Anyone can fit a pump into an artery. Not everyone can alter genetics.
So you do know some things about her.
Idris, this is not the time to test my product knowledge or my patience.
So what now?
If they wanted genetic profiles, a group could get anything they need by collecting the appropriate samples. If this was for scientific discovery alone, why complicate the situation with kidnap? Unless... blackmail.
Or revenge.
What?
A lot of people saw what they did in Dominar.
They did what we trained them to do, Idris. What we ordered them to do.
But they pulled the trigger, Nathaniel. They slaughtered a nation. I talked to Rhaya. And aside from leading the genocide, the things they did, they committed multiple war crimes. Murder, torture, slaughter.
All necessary acts, given the circumstances.
All criminal acts if the Dominasi were still around to press charges.
But they are not. The why doesn't matter. What matters is what happens next.
How we get them back. And if they're alive when we get to them.
It won't profit anybody to kill them immediately. They'll want to get something from them first. Information or, if this is a case of revenge, well, we have one day at most before they're dead. At most.
And if it's not the Dominasi, who would want revenge that badly?
Any number of people. Very few can separate motives in times of war. A business makes money. A loyalist makes enemies. I'm loyal to my business, and that makes me an enemy to everyone, apparently.
So looking to our enemies for answers won't help?
It doesn't narrow down the search. It could be more Terran nationalists who haven't given up on their war yet. It could be the Xenosi who still hate us for the Rome bomb they commissioned. It could be groups from Chakri or Thos or even a group of Fenrossi. Some still hate me for leaving the country before Oskil invaded. Many see that as an act of betrayal.
We need information.
Nathaniel, you don't think they tried to run again, do you?
What are you talking about, Devek?
Varian, Isra and Ren. We only just got them back after their last escape attempt.
We were listening to your summary on our way over from the lab. Hello, Idris.
Hi, Doc.
They didn't run, Devek. They were taken. Osa, where did their tracking signals disappear?
Here.
They were heading deeper into North Jakra, over the mountains.
By air. They were moving far too fast to be on foot.
Damn.
You're worried about the political situation?
Always. They were shot out of the sky. They landed on the North Jakran side of the border and were taken into North Jakra.
But we're allied to North Jakra. We're working with them. Varian, Isra and Ren were on their way to the border to help oversee construction of the defences.
It might not be the North Jakrans, and it might not be theft.
Yes, it is. My children are missing. Whoever they are, they stole them from me. Tristan?
The agent network has been alerted. I have spies in every significant household, business, government department, everywhere.
And it better get us results. Osa, have we lost the signal completely?
It disappeared here. We appeared here and again here, very brief flashes. This is the last location.
So their captors were suppressing the signal, or trying to.
And finally succeeded.
You don't think they're dead, do you?
Osa, go and do something about enhancing the tracking capabilities on their chips. Get us a trail.
Without the chips themselves, it will be hard to calibrate.
Do it!
Of course.
Idris, contact me as soon as you know more.
I will.
Who else but North Jakra would know which transport Varian, Isra and Ren were travelling in? There would have been dozens flying to the border that day.
Precisely, Devek. We just got them back, damn it. I won't lose them again.
Will you request communication with President Thalno?
Not yet. If it is North Jakra, this is a bold move. As president, he would deny knowledge, even if he was in on it from the start.
Do you think that's likely?
I won't rule anything out at this stage. He's paying for our services, and our contract stands. But he won't want to be reliant on us forever. Varian, Isra and Ren made his military look weak on the Blood Road. In the last few weeks, they proved that a handful of enhanced Dex soldiers can achieve more than a battalion of standard North Jakram recruits. It's in his interest to be able to replicate our technology.
But to kidnap your children?
Yes. As I say, a bold move. And it will be the last move he makes if it turns out he gave the order. Get an investigative team to that crash site now. I want every last scrap of evidence we can find.
It is done.
We need to know which idiot did this, and why.
Welcome back from the capital, Mr. Thellis.
Thank you, Rasheen. Any pressing updates?
The recovery operation went well, Mr. Thellis, with zero need to encroach on enemy airspace. Although there were unexpected challenges.
Oh?
Firstly, the subject was not alone. There were passengers travelling with her.
Details, Rasheen. Who? How many?
It was Varian, Isra and Ren Dex, sir.
You're going to have to repeat that.
When the recovery team went in, they found our target plus Varian, Isra and Ren Dex.
And they were alive?
Alive and unconscious.
Good. And the recovery team left them there?
Sir.
Rasheen, tell me they did not bring the 3 adopted and enhanced children of Nathaniel Dex here.
They did.
Oh, God.
They didn't know what else to do. It was...
We were meant to take the pilot. Dex would have written her off as missing in action and forgotten about it. But he will bomb us into oblivion if he finds out we have his children.
It was an unexpected complication.
And now it's an unexpected disaster.
Surely we can manage it.
But Rasheen, this was a top secret and illegal act in the first place. A high-risk operation. Success depended upon simplicity. Now we're dealing with an international-level complication.
Yes, sir.
We may have had the best interests of the nation at heart, but the President didn't sanction it, which means we can't rely on his support. This could be it, Rasheen. This could be the end of Thellis Rathan. 15 years of munitions research and innovation gone because some idiots couldn't follow simple instructions.
Their instructions were
to bring back the pilot. The pilot! Dead or alive?
Yes, Mr. Thellis.
Not the mutant children of the munitions maniac behind the bomb that wiped out Roan?
No, Mr. Thellis.
Where are they now?
They're in the secondary silo.
With a warhead?
No, sir. The warhead was removed and relocated last week.
Well, that's something. Although nothing would surprise me at this point. Are they secure?
Yes. The door is locked. It can withstand a missile launch. It can withstand them.
I wouldn't be so sure. I've seen the footage from Dominar. They aren't natural.
It's a concrete tube with a seamlessly curved bottom, a 1 metre thick Rodon door at near base level with a 12-point locking mechanism.
But the roof, it slides open, yes?
It's the equivalent of 12 stories up with no access point from the ground. If it looks like they're going to be a problem, we can flood the space. They wouldn't die immediately, but nobody can keep swimming forever.
And they don't have gills?
No evidence of that, sir.
What an oversight.
Yes, sir. We can kill them if we need to. They were injured in the crash.
Oh?
Here's the report.
What is this about concerning lack of blood? How can a lack of blood be concerning?
Flip through to the test results.
What the...
Fascinating, right?
They clot fast.
They heal as they fight. It's incredible.
I wonder what secrets they could tell us. What more we could learn.
You think we could turn this accident into an opportunity?
I don't know yet. This silo. Is there an observation room?
There is.
Take me to it. I want to see them for myself.
What the hell? Ugh. Isra! Ren!
Up here, Varian.
Oh. Isra, what is this place?
No idea. We're in the bottom of some kind of concrete test tube. But there's a door here.
Ren! Ren! Wake up!
Ow! Oh, God!
What is it?
Oh, I think I broke a few ribs.
How do you know?
It's happened enough times before, Varian, and your boot was responsible for some of them.
My knee. It feels like it's been dislocated recently. It's not anymore, though.
It's the head for me. Oh, and my shoulder.
Oh. Nice black eye coming on there, Isra.
Oh, I've got some new cuts.
Yeah, one on your forehead. Don't touch it, Ren. I'd better heal without a scar, or Nathaniel won't be happy.
Nathaniel can suck my
We need to work on how we're getting out of here. Wherever here is.
Where's Rhaya?
She wasn't here when I woke up.
Maybe she didn't make it.
I'm trying not to think like that, Varian.
We were shot out of the sky.
Yeah, I don't know how we survived.
Rhaya sealed the front compartment. It would have protected us from the blast. It has chutes, but it would have been a rough landing.
Hence the injuries. Okay, so what's the door situation?
Sealed pretty tight. This is like some kind of bunker.
It's more like a silo. Like a missile silo. Yeah. Look up there, the roof, it's a massive hatch.
And look how the floor's dark below that level.
Rocket burn.
So we're in a missile silo, no missile.
Well, that's something to be positive about.
Hey, great job being optimistic.
I want to know what these people want from us. What they're going to do to us.
There's no point. The door will be a meter thick with locking mechanisms like a vault.
Well, at least I'm trying.
Look, Varian's got a busted knee. I've got cracked ribs. We're in no condition to force anything. Come here. You need to rest.
And Rhaya?
We need a plan. I can't just sit around here waiting to die.
Do you think Dex Island will be able to track our chips?
Well, if the door at the top is like the door down here, probably not. Whoever it is, they can't keep us in here indefinitely. They'll have to open it at some point.
Will they?
We're in trouble, aren't we?
Rasheen, you said there was more than one complication. What else happened? You're not going to tell me we've got Dex's mother wandering around here too?
No, Mr. Thellis.
Good.
She died long ago with his father when Dex was a young man.
So what else is there?
Varian, Isra and Ren have tracking chips.
So Dex already knows they're here?
No, sir. The team noticed before they passed over the Gandaraya mountain range. They were able to block the signal. Or they think they did at least.
Rasheen, I hope you realise that I'm having a very bad day.
I do, Mr. Thellis. I'm sorry. We're here.
I don't care how injured we are. We can't sit around waiting. We need to find Rhaya.
There are 2 doors into this place.
You mean the hatch at the top? There are horizontal creases evenly spaced all the way up where the concrete slabs were installed. We might make the climb, but then what?
Do you think there'll be a release catch on the inside?
Maybe. For emergency use. There should be a ladder. They probably retracted it when they dropped us in here.
So if one of us can get up there, we could lower a ladder.
Who's best at climbing?
Ren.
Oh, you've never said that before.
We were never stuck at the bottom of a concrete tube before.
Fair point. Okay, let's try it. Oh, okay. The ribs might make this hard.
Just try. If you can't, Isra can give it a go. Then me. I think that's the order.
You know, the seamless curve at the bottom of this doesn't help with anything. It's like climbing out of a bowl.
Take your time. Varian, where are you going?
To stand by the door. If they're watching us, and they probably are, they might come in and try to shoot him off the wall. I'll be right here to stop them.
Good call.
You don't want to get up here as well?
No. I'll give them something else to shoot at while you take them out.
Well, it's good to know you've got my back.
Always. You're making good progress.
Yeah, it's hard though. These boots aren't made for this. No. Shit!
Ren!
Oh! God!
Is he okay?
No.
Ribs?
Oh.
Blood. Okay. My turn.
Be careful, Liz, and take your boots off.
You think they'll be hauling us out to interrogate us soon?
That would be my next move.
Great.
At least we know it's not Dex Island this time. It's got to be someone else.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it twice. I didn't think they'd do it once.
So, we face whatever they throw at us. We don't break. We get out, get each other out, and get Rhaya.
That's a lot to do.
Yeah, it is, but what choice do we have? We can't rot in here.
Starving us out would be worse than other tortures. A slow death. Safest option for them too. No need to let us out and put themselves in danger. Is Isra okay?
She's concentrating, following a vertical join up.
Come on, Iz.
Two of them. Where's the third?
God,
Oh, look. She's up there on the wall.
She's trying to climb out.
Look at her. Clinging like a spider.
I should sound the alarm.
Is this silo secure? No way they can open it from below?
There are access points spaced evenly throughout. Nobody thought they'd climb.
Can they get out, Rasheen?
This is our most secure environment. That's why this observation window is only 20 centimetres high.
If she falls, she may injure herself, and if it comes to a negotiation with Dex, it'll go better if they're unharmed. Is there an intercom?
Yes, it's here.
Pass it over.
Yes, sir.
Young lady, please climb down from there at once. There is no way out, and without a safety line, you may hurt yourself.
She's not moving.
Yes, she is. Sideways.
She didn't know this was a window before.
Well, she knows now. God, the way she's moving.
It's incredible.
Can they see us?
No.
Look at those eyes. They're mechanical.
It looks like it. The pilot has one. Perhaps they're standard in Dex soldier prototypes. Should we be examining them like we're examining the pilot?
No. These three stay intact for now. We feed them, keep them healthy. I need to make some calls.
What are our options?
If it was anyone else, I'd strip them down for parts and hide the evidence. Any search would blow over and we'd get away with it. As it's them, the search will not blow over, and we can only hope to weather the storm.
You're telling me that you can't track them?
No. Unfortunately. We were able to find a weaker trail that carried a few more miles, but then nothing. Whoever it was discovered their chips and suppressed the signal.
That alone suggests a level of technological understanding, a level of technical ability.
It does. Which in turn suggests that they were not kidnapped by amateurs. They will not be held to ransom.
Oh, ransom is still on the table, believe me. Governments are just as capable of that as common criminals. Their demands are simply higher.
What will you do if it's Talna? What if he makes demands?
He'll be in breach of contract. I'll send Angel City to Jack Maresh and lay siege to the capital until he hands them over. I will extract our personnel from the border and leave them with nothing.
And if that doesn't work?
One of Tristan's agents will facilitate a coup from within the government. A new president will be instated, who will hand them over and end the siege.
So simple.
There's nothing simple about it. It will take months.
Of course. There is an element here that we are not counting on.
And what's that?
Wherever they are, Varian, Isra and Ren will try to escape. You think that following their past experiences, they will not do everything in their power to get out of this? And if they get away, we will be able to see where they are, no?
If their chips are still working.
I'm confident that this time they will be.
And you think they would try to return to Dex Island?
I think so. They tried running. They faced the consequences.
They're brats. Opportunists.
Oh, they are. But they're also loyal to their troops. I do not think they would betray the trust of the others again.
We shall see.
Otto.
Oh, God.
Yes, Osa.
What was the last thing Ren spoke to you about?
Replaying most recent conversation with Ren.
Otto?
Yes, Ren.
How much of these conversations can be accessed?
Access to conversational files is restricted to the founders of Dex Industries.
Great. Okay, I don't care. How are we doing with our recovery since Domina?
Your injuries are fully healed.
Not physical injuries. Mental injuries.
I'm afraid I don't know that.
You really don't remember anything from before?
From before what, Ren?
Before you were wiped. We used to talk about... You were helping me with mental recovery. You knew about post-traumatic stress disorder. You used to tell me how we were progressing, how Isra...
I'm sorry, I don't know that. Finding information about post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD, from the seed data. Symptoms include existing in a state of heightened awareness, searching for signs of danger.
Forget it.
See? Nothing there about escape.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. I'll give him post-traumatic stress disorder.
I expect you already have. Very interesting that he would seek advice about it from Otto.
Yes, Osa.
Oh, I didn't mean... Otto, what was the last conversation you had with Varian?
Otto?
Yes, Varian.
What time is it?
It is 15:03.
Okay. Thanks.
I suppose this is meant to make me feel better.
Is it not working?
All it proves is that Ren is more self-absorbed than even I imagined, and Varian doesn't know how to tell the time.
That is one interpretation. You need tea.
I don't.
Otto, order tea.
Ordering tea.
I'm interested now. Otto, what was the last conversation you had with Isra?
Replaying most recent conversation. Isra.
Otto?
Yes, Isra.
I suppose nothing's private anymore, right?
All conversations are private and encrypted. Access denied except to the founding members of Dex Industries.
Yeah, I thought so. Never mind. No, wait.
Yes, Isra.
I have to work this out. And if you're listening, I'm fine. I am. It's fine. It's happened twice. That's it. It's never been a problem or stopped me from functioning. Okay, Otto. How do I get out of sleep paralysis?
I have found this in the seed data. Sleep paralysis is the feeling of immobility or being held down on waking or falling asleep. The patient is unable to move and is often certain that someone or something is in the room with them. This can cause extreme anxiety and panic.
Yes, I know what it is. How do I get out of it?
Recurrent sleep paralysis can often be prevented by sticking to a regular sleep pattern, avoiding exercise in the hours.
Yeah, I know! How do I get out of it?
Here are some of the methods used to wake from sleep paralysis. 1. Do not fight it. If you try to move and fight the sensation of being held down, it will intensify the experience, bringing with it the feeling of being crushed. 2. Relax and repeat the statement, "This is sleep paralysis, and I am okay," until the episode passes. 3. Wiggle your toe or clench your fist. Most related sensations are in the belly, chest, and throat. Focus attention on a toe or finger and try to move it. 5. Focus on your breathing. This will ease chest pain and prevent the panic from causing you to forget to breathe.
All right, that's enough.
Do I need to be concerned about that?
She said she's fine.
She can't wake up without panicking.
She's experienced 2 episodes. I know multiple brilliant scientists who had the same thing. Most unpleasant.
What caused it?
Stress. He was at the Rysender when we were preparing our final research. She'll be fine. The point is, she asked, Otto provided answers, and none of this suggests a plan to escape. For Isra and Ren at least, these conversations prove they're finding ways to process trauma instead of simply complaining about it. They're growing up, Nathaniel.
They're growing into a problem. The world wants them. Otto, bring up global flight paths.
We live on a busy planet.
And if whoever took them registered their transport as a passenger aircraft, they could have taken them anywhere north. Vosnor or Vasnek. Oskil. Oskil would love to have them.
They would.
If Vosnor or Vasnek could be a private company and not a government at all, that would complicate things.
Nathaniel.
What is it, Tristan?
I know where they are.
Season 3, Episode 1 of the Dex Legacy, you heard Kam Elliott as Varian Dex, Kelsey Griffin as Isra Dex, Charlie Richards as Ren Dex, Chris Gregory as Nathaniel Dex, David S. Deer as Idris Morrowether, Eleni Aristeidou as Dr. Srivastava, Lewie Watson as Dr. Devek, Warren Graham as Tristan Krail, Nicholas Briggs as Pesha Thellis, Kathryn Georgiou as Rasheen Trouvesh, Stevie Skinner as Rhaya, Emily Inkpen as Otto, John Baverton as Flight Controller, and George Stagner as Pilot, with music by Dr. Alan Stroud. Production, sound design and editing are by Chris Gregory for Alternative Stories. The Dex Legacy is recorded at Orpheus Studio in London by Richard Orpheus Campbell. Our executive producer is Don Flinsper. The Dex Legacy is written by me, Emily Inkpen, and produced by Alternative Stories. If you'd like to find out more about our cast and crew or about the world of the Dex Legacy, please visit our website at thedexlegacy.com. If you'd prefer to listen without the ads, why not join our Patreon? You'll get our entire back catalogue of episodes ad-free, plus new episodes 2 days early, plus bonus content and more for the Dex Legacy and all our shows, including Wasteland, a Dex Legacy story, Burnout, Specvic Radio Theatre, and Writing Worlds. Just follow the link in our show notes. If you've enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, rating, or review in your favourite podcast app. It helps other people to find the show and means the world to our cast and crew. You can also leave us messages and comments on Spotify, and we love to hear from you. It would not have been possible to make Season 3 of the Dex Legacy without the help of our generous Kickstarter backers, and we're giving specific shout-outs to our supporters at the end of every main episode. This time, we would like to thank Tom Bridges, Henry Nielsen, Damian Knight, Fraser Armitage, Stephen Robb, Keith Sanderson, and Gary Lowe. The Dex Legacy, Season 3, is an Alternative Stories 2025 production.